Konnichiwa, snitches. I'm B. This is Bro Takuza. Okay, so around this time last year, I listed up the top 5 PSVR games for a good workout, and a lot has changed since then, and in a very good way. So here are my picks for the top 5 PSVR games of 2019 if you're looking to break a sweat.
Starting at number 5 is Sprint Vector. Now, this game has dropped down a couple spots since last year, but it's still a worthwhile game if you're interested in burning a few calories. I also mentioned last year that Sprint Vector's locomotion mechanics would be well served if other games adopted its revolutionary use of the PS Move controllers, and 1 year later, we've seen just that. In fact, another game on this list has also put Sprint Vector's idea to good use. I recommend this game with caution though, as I myself haven't played online in quite some time, and I'm not too sure how active the Sprint Vector community is these days, and multiplayer is a big part of what makes this game so fun. But if you're looking strictly to get up and get moving, single player will definitely do the trick in helping you to break a sweat. At number 4, it's Spark. Now this game was number 2 last year, and while it's dropped a couple spots this year, the Tron-inspired fun, intensity, and physicality that Spark brings has not diminished a single bit. And while I can't vouch for Sprint Vector's online activity, the Spark community is still going strong, with a tight-knit Facebook group that has kept this game alive and kicking long after the developer abandoned it. The best part though, Spark is truly changing people's lives for the better. Gamers are experiencing real weight loss and rewriting their story just from playing video games. It's stories like this that are a big reason why I'm so high on VR. Grab this game and you'll easily see why people are shedding pounds en masse. At number 3, Creed Rise to Glory. Boxing and VR go hand in hand, and Creed Rise to Glory is no exception. If you're as big of a fan of the Creed films as I am, or the entire Rocky franchise in general, then this game will inspire you to push through and train harder to reach the next level, especially when it's time to face Ricky Conlon, because the only way to win against him is to survive 12 rounds. The cardio for this game is incredibly demanding, and the payoff is very rewarding. The multiplayer aspect is what keeps you on your toes, as the endless range of sparring partners with different styles keeps this game from getting boring and forces you to adapt as you burn calories without even realizing it. At number 2 is Knockout League. Now, if you watched my comparison between this game and Creed Rise to Glory, you'll notice that I recommend Creed over Knockout League. So how does Knockout League rank higher on this list? Well, in the comparison, there were multiple areas in which I compared these two games, one of those areas being the physicality of these two games. While Creed offers a better overall gaming experience in my opinion, Knockout League offers more in terms of a sheer full body workout, and this is thanks in large part to its Reflex Alley mode. Reflex Alley is a test of your mental and physical stamina. Punch the blue balloons with your left hand, hit the red balloons with your right, block the medicine balls, and dodge the dumbbells, all in increasingly quick and difficult patterns. With a calorie counter and scoreboard, you'll find yourself ramping up your heart rate as you try to beat your personal best. Knockout League was number 1 last year, but one newcomer has stepped in and literally dominated the VR landscape since then. And that number 1 is Beat Sabre. We've all had the fantasy of being a Jedi, and well, Beat Sabre came along and took that fantasy and made something extremely quirky that somehow, at the same time, feels very natural. This Guitar Hero style rhythm game should get stale after a while, but stepping into VR and putting virtual lightsabers in your hands just keeps you crawling back to the headset for more. As you start to get a feel for the songs, the increase in difficulty up to Expert Plus level challenges you to work harder and move faster, which will no doubt leave you drenched in sweat. And just like with Spark, Beat Sabre is getting its share of success stories in the weight loss department as well. Beat Sabre offers the full body workout that Creed and Knockout League do, but its wider appeal equates to longer replayability, which I think makes it the perfect exercise game for PSVR owners.
Well, those are my picks. What game gets you sweating? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back soon, but until then, sayonara, suckers.